Yeah, hello and welcome to the first episode completely on English here at HockeyProfessorn's channel. For you Swedish followers that understand Swedish, you know that I've been speaking Swedish all the time when I post a video except one. But to NHL 21, I've decided to go over to English, so everyone can be a part of the Hockey Professor. So with this announcement, I will say welcome, join the family. Today we are going to talk about NHL 21 cause like an hour ago you could download the first copy of NHL 21 and play your first 10 hours with EA Play. So for you that are new to this channel and haven't seen my content before, I can tell you this. 1 year ago I started this journey with a lot of NHL content. Now we have reached a point where I want to take the next step. That's why we are starting this journey on English. This is how it could look in future videos.
Men det blev ändå en hel del snygga mål, så de kommer hem.
Lite folk här, HockeyProfessorn är med oss, tjena.
Tjenare!
Vi har bia i vattenflaskan. Kanske det som är lösningen.
Ja, där kommer jag, det var grejen jag. Det skäller utan också!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
So that's Speedy Gonzalez way to show the last year from this channel. Now, as I said, we're going to talk about synergies on NHL 21. Because every hot player out there needs this in the beginning, because it could be the difference between victory or losing a game. But enough talking. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more NHL content when I play and when I get you tips and tricks for this game. It's gonna be sixes, it's gonna be 1 versus 1, and it's gonna be maybe some threes, I don't know. But let's go into this video. So let's start talking synergies. It's a couple of things you need to think about before you do this, because it depends on like your playing style, it depends on what type of player you are and what type of players you have. If you have a lot of players that are speedy, have a good acceleration and so on, well then speed isn't necessarily the thing you should look for in your synergies. But I don't think it's gonna be anyone in the beginning that have 99 in speed. So let's think about that before you make your choice. But now we are gonna go through the best synergies and the meta synergies I think is gonna be on the NHL 21. Based on all the NHL that have had at or ut as we call it in Sweden, speed, and acceleration is the main thing to look for. But we are gonna go through every synergy and every attribute they have, so you can get a clear view of what different synergies means. A secondary attribute to look for is shot, accuracy and power. That's a good thing. Also balance could be good, agility could be good, puck control and deking and so on could be good. But we're gonna go through it. So let's start. And we're gonna start with the silver or the grayish ones that are the player synergies. Then we are gonna go on the team synergies that are the gold one, the yellowish ones. And the difference between them is quite simple. The player synergies only give attributes to the player that has this type of synergy. Meanwhile, team synergy gives attributes to all players in your zone. That's a huge difference. That's why we are gonna go through everyone and you're gonna see which type of synergy that you are gonna have to have in the beginning to be as good as you can be in HUT this year. So let's start. We are gonna start with, I'm gonna just put up my cheat. Yeah, cheating sheet. Yeah, never mind. Let's go. So Gladiator gives you 3+ on body checking, defensive awareness, slapshot, power, and strength. This is kind of good to have, but it isn't any meta thing. But yeah, as you see, we have 3 different layers, and it's the meta that you need to have. It's the good to have and the just a bonus. The good to have is something you should go for after you have the meta synergies. But just a bonus, that's just a bonus. If someone has 2 synergies and you happen to get one of those, well, that's a good thing to have. But you should look for the green ones. And Gladiator, we are gonna put on good to have because of the slapshot, power, and the strength. So Gladiator is a good to have. Next up, PLAYMAKER. This one gives you 3+ on agility, gives you 3+ on slapshot power, 3+ on
Violence! Speed! Momentum!
No, I love you, Doc. No, it gives you 3+ on speed though, but also wrist shot power. So this is a really good player synergy, and this one I would prefer it over the Gladiator. So we are gonna do it like that. This is the best player synergy in my mind, at least. You can comment if you think something else, but PLAYMAKER is a really good player synergy. Next up, we have Light the Lamp. Light the Lamp, yeah. It gives you 3+ on balance, offensive awareness, hand-eye, and wrist shot accuracy. So this is also good to have, kind of, because of the balance and the wrist shot accuracy. It's really good, really good. Yeah, it could work. Next up, the Magician. It gives you 4+ on the agility, deking, puck control, and wrist shot power. So yeah, it's also kind of a good pad. Next up, Passing Playmaker. I don't know why they are named it Passing Playmaker, because it has 4+ on passing, of course, but then they have 4+ on slapshot power, or slapshot accuracy, and then they have 4+ on slapshot accuracy. That's really a playmaker. And yeah, good to have, nothing special, I guess. I just realized that we are gonna do it a bit different. So we're gonna put Light the Lamp here. We're also gonna put this one here. We're also gonna put this one and this one. Or Magician we could still have here, because it could be good to HUT rush, or HUT rush as we say in Sweden, when you're gonna do a lot of dekings and stuff like that, because that's the way you get more points. So we'll have it on good to have. I hope you didn't get lost there, but this is the way I think it is right now. So we're gonna talk about Shutdown. Shutdown gives you 3+ on body checking, shot blocking, puck control, and slap shot accuracy. Well, no, it's just a bonus to have this one. Then we have the Speedster, and this one is a good one. It's 4+ on speed and 4+ on wrist shot power. So this is a good thing to have because of the speed and also the wrist shot power. Next up, we have the Thief. The Thief. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Swedish, but at least we have a better pronouncement than the Finnish.
I only shoot and score. Then if you score, then we'll come.
Yeah, so the thief. It's the only one that has 5 plus on attributes, and it's on face-offs, and it's on checking. Well, this is just a bonus. Some of you might argue that it's good with the face-off attribute, but face-offs, in my experience, is more of a mind game, kind of. You need to figure out how the other player thinks, and if you can read them, you can counter their face-off technique, and you'll win the face-offs anyway, despite having a high attribute of face-offs. Sometimes when I play in 6v6, I even play center with a puck-moving defenseman and still win face-offs. So yeah, for you that really needs this face-off boost, well, it could be a good to have. We have 2 left on player synergies, and we have the wingman. And the wingman gives you 3+ on acceleration, passing, and wrist shot accuracy. So this is a good to have. Last but not least, we have the workhorse. Yeah, I know. It could sound like something else, but it's the workhorse, the animal. Yeah, good. It's a pretty good trait for a synergy. It gives you 3+ on acceleration, balance, durability, and endurance. Acceleration and balance are both good traits to have. The acceleration, well, you'll get to your top speed faster, and the balance, it's good for the bumps. So this is how I would put the player synergies. Now we talk about team synergies, and it's here we find the meta synergies. And the reason why it's better to have the team synergies, it's quite simple. It's because you get synergy to all your players. So we'll start with balanced. And balanced. It gives you 3+ on defensive awareness, deking, endurance, puck control, and of course wrist shot power. Well, I don't know if I should put it here or here, but it's a team synergy. You get plus on some good attributes, but we'll put it here. Just a bonus. Then we have the barrage. This one gives you 4+ on aggression, slapshot power, slapshot accuracy, and of course offensive awareness. And this one, I think it's a good to have, because everyone gets a better slapshot. It's good for one-timer. So yeah. And now it's time for the first meta synergy. It's the distributor. It gives you 3+ on endurance, puck control, passing, and most important, speed. So this is gonna be a meta synergy. This one is one of the synergies you should look for, only because it gives you speed. Then puck control and passing, that's a good attribute to have as well. And everyone in your team will get this one. And this is one of the synergies that gonna have players that are the most expensive to buy. The distributor is something you should look for. Next up, we have the heart and soul. It gives you 4+ on balance, face-offs, hand-eye, and shot block. Well, the balance is good, but it's just a bonus. Next up, we have the second meta synergy, and it's the spark. It gives your team, your whole team, 4+ on acceleration. That's the main thing. Body checking, discipline, and strength. So the main thing with this is the acceleration. It gives you 4+ compared to the distributor. It gives you 3+. And I would say that acceleration is a better attribute than speed. Both of them are good, but the acceleration gives you the opportunity to beat your opponent the first few steps. So it's a good one to have, even though the distributor has only 3+ and it's on speed. But I think you should really aim for both of these synergies in the beginning. It's gonna be expensive, but you should aim for that. But if you choose one of those, I would argue that Spark is the first one to go. But who knows how the game is gonna be played, because I haven't played it yet, but I think Spark is the way to go first, then Distributor, Or you could do the opposite. It's depending on the prices, of course, of the players and so on. But that's how I think about it. If you think about it in a different way, please comment below. But let's do the last one. The Swarm. The mighty Swarm. It's not that mighty. It gives you 4+ on agility, defensive awareness, hand-eye, and of course stick checking. It's good to have agility. So yeah. It's a good to have, I think. So this completes our look at the Synergies. Do you think I got it right? Or do you think that we should choose something different? Well, comment below. Make sure to say your thing so I or you can get another point of view of this. But let's head back to the dressing room. Yeah, so that's pretty much it from me about Synergies. I hope you enjoyed this type of content. So if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button and like the video. Make sure to post a comment if you want to say something. And for your information, I'm gonna stream on Twitch and you can find my channel down below in the description. So make sure to join in, say hi, and we'll take it from there. But otherwise, it was lovely to see you. See you next time. Bye.